Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. This is your host, DJ, as always. And today I've got another great episode for you. This is another clip from my Q&A with the USAR officer Heather and her husband. This is part 3 of the episode, which is the description of how Veterans Affairs disability ratings can become DoD disability ratings. So I think this will be valuable for everyone. Let's play that clip. I'll be back later.
So, next question, please.
Yes. Okay. So then, let's go ahead and dive into the difference between the VA and the two different types of evaluating, the DoD rating and the VA rating. Let's go ahead and jump into that since you'd already kind of started talking about it. Let's kind of explain the different type of rating you get and how that affects you when you either getting medically discharged or medically retired, that type of thing.
All right. This will be a good one. This is one that most people don't understand. So this will be an excellent little class for everybody. So just imagine you've got two columns, VA and DoD. You've just had your doctor's exam. The medical exam, by the way, was conducted by a VA doctor. That's when you went to Fort Knox or Leonard Wood or the VA clinic or whatever. That all of the IDES medical exams are conducted by VA physicians. After that, the results of that exam are sent to a panel of military physicians. That panel is what's actually known as the Military Evaluation Board, the MEB. But there's an intermediate step when those results go to the VA itself, and all of those conditions that were checked out by the VA physician are assigned disability ratings. So now you actually have a full list of ratings from the VA. Step 1 complete. That first column is all filled out. You now have a series of individual ratings and an overall rating of disability from the Veterans Administration. Now all of that moves over to the Medical Evaluation Board, a panel of military physicians, and they look at those same medical conditions that the VA physician looked at, but they are looking at them purely from the perspective of, will these conditions prevent you from either performing as a military service member or performing the duties of your military branch, your officer branch, or your enlisted MOS? That's all they really care about. And if the answer is yes, it will inhibit you from performing one of those, such as okay, his knees are messed up, and as a result, he cannot run for the physical fitness test. That's a disabling factor. Move the 20% VA disability rating from the VA column over to the DoD column. That now becomes a 20% DoD rating. But what if it does not count? Okay, this member also has sleep apnea. Well, we can treat that even in an austere environment with a CPAP machine, because we have things called generators. We can plug that thing in. So that 50% rating for a CPAP machine does not apply. We will ignore that 50% rating entirely. So that doesn't apply. So you could go through a whole list of different factors and actually, depending on a service member's MOS or branch, it varies widely. What will affect their particular ability to continue serving is incredibly varied. For example, as a human resources specialist, I would have much greater latitude in what I could have and still be able to continue serving than if I were an infantryman. So if I were an infantryman, almost anything could shoot me down. Okay, I'm losing my hearing. Well, you work in an office. Big deal. But if you're infantry, that's a disabling factor. So, it like I said, it varies widely. Now, if I'm almost done. In fact, I'll just do a quick summary of that. So if, like I said, you've got the full DOD or the full VA column and then this partial DOD column, you'll notice that only in most cases some of the disabling factors from the VA column were accepted by DOD. That is why invariably the overall disability rating on the DOD side is lower than the VA side. Like, I saw one extreme example just today of a guy who had a 100% VA rating and 10% DOD rating, but it's normally not that extreme. It's, it might be 100% VA and 60 or 70% DOD. Okay, I'll stop now.
All right, so I think you learned a great deal from that. I thank you, as always, for being part of this audience. And if you would like to support my efforts on a regular basis, I call you to join my Patreon campaign at patreon.com/rcretirement. If you have people who you think would benefit from this information, then please spread the word to them and share this episode. I think that there's a lot of information that has been put out here that would be useful. Heather has asked some great questions of everyone, and we should certainly spread the information around so that others can benefit from it. Alright, so there will be a lot more of this to follow. You can see the publication schedule in the show notes, and you'll see there are several more clips to follow. This is only halfway through the Q&A, so look forward to more. Alright, so thank you very much. Thank you for spending your time with me, and as always, thank you for your service. Have a great day.
If you liked what you heard on today's episode, then please go below and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Also, please let other people know about this channel and the information it can provide for them. If you have questions or comments, then please have no qualms about posting them in the comments section below. Please remember the RC Retirement YouTube channel and the RC Retirement website are not recognized or endorsed by the Department of Defense, the Department of Veterans Affairs, or any other government agency. The information presented in these resources are for entertainment and informational purposes only.
Also, the content of either of these resources should not be considered financial or legal advice. Please consult with your own legal counsel, accountant, or financial planner before making any decisions based on what you have learned here. As always, thank you for watching the RC Retirement YouTube channel.